Woman of God, it's your wife. Can I prophesy to your wife, man of God? He's in his zone. I can prophesy to your wife? Sure, okay. He's in his zone. Your voice, this takes nothing away from you. Your voice is the trumpet for the nations. I'm going to tell you something. I saw that, right? But that was a smidgen of something. You really carry. When I heard you blow that horn, when I heard you blow it, right? What they call that again? The shofar, right? I have a small one. We have a young lady in our area that blows them, right? And it's so anointing when you understand what it is and what it does when it's being blown, right? And everyone don't understand what that is. That's just nothing you play with. You have to have an anointing in your lungs to know how to blow it. Oh, I know what I'm a protocol guru. I love protocol, right? So when I heard you blow that, and I heard you do it 3 times, and every 3 times there was a different pitch, but you ended it with the same. That's another type of an anointing, to be able to do 3 different pitches, but end it off with the same pitch. With the same pitch. If you didn't know that the same pitch, when you ended off with the same pitch like that, the 3 times that you did it, you sound an alarm to the witches and the warlocks in the area that God's chosen one is here. It was an alarm set off that said God's chosen one is here. This is why you can see in the background they begin to clap their hands, but they was looking around as they clapped their hands because they was making sure that the area was protected by God's. And there is a sound in your belly that when y'all hit the scene and you make that sound with that instrument, that shofar, right? When you make that sound with that, you've already sent the signal out that said God's chosen one is here. Now watch the crazy chaotic part. Watch this, watch this. Most will be thinking that the man is the one that's going to but this is how they're so successful. While they're watching you letting her work. Because he's not selfish. He understands the anointing that's on his wife's life. He knows that he's the decoy. He knows that the attack is going to come his way because they're watching him while she started killing him. She's slaying. She's tearing the land. You cannot go to foreign land and open up churches and buildings and start ministries in foreign land without somebody getting mad. I'm here to prophesy to you. The witches are mad, but they're not mad at y'all starting the ministries like you're doing it. They're mad because they can't touch you. They're frustrated because God won't let them touch you. And the more they get frustrated with God, the more God is saying, I'm never going to let you touch. You cannot touch them because they're going to be one of the ones that's going to help change nations for real. But your voice, I'm going to let mom speak, but the sound in her voice, it irritates the witches and the warlocks. Interlook Annual Christian Leadership Summit. oil. We get ready to get out of here, y'all. I know y'all got your bags and ready to go. I'm getting ready to go. It ain't me. Well, she needs some oil. She needs some oil because I'm gonna let her do this. Yeah, y'all come on around. She gonna anoint y'all. I'm gonna let you do this, man. That's right, Chief Apostle. Walk the walls. Go ahead, walk around, walk around, walk around. Walk around, walk around. Walk around. Y'all walk around the walls, Apostle said. We get ready to get out of here. We on our way up out of here. We on our way out of here. Yeah. Another thing, why y'all being, why y'all got God doing what God is doing. Man of God, I don't know what, how, when, what the case may be, whatever, but I'm gonna tell you this. It's good to have prayer of covering and protection before you go to these different lands as well. Reach out before you leave. Y'all gotta, she made an announcement of partnership. Now, I'm not trying to make you do anything, but I'm saying, the Lord is saying to tell y'all, give her a phone call. Apostle Barry, we getting ready to go over here. Keep us in prayer. Keep us in prayer. Because sometimes, you know, even though the witches can't touch y'all, we don't want nothing around y'all dropping dead behind them. We want your ministry to always be known as that ministry that brought forth deliverance, that brought forth everything that God called us to. We don't want nothing dropping dead around you. So sometimes you might need a little extra, hey, God, from a mother figure to say, hey, go with my children, and you bless them, and you make sure everything stay alive even around them. Because if it's anything dead, they brought them to you dead, so that way that you can wake them up again. And see, people don't believe that. I wish I had that young lady here that go to my church. Her brother died. They called me in. This ain't for no platform or nothing like that. Y'all gotta understand this. This ain't no. I'm able to prophesy to people who function in that kind of a ministry because I do. They called me in. He was dead. His head turned cold. They called the cold. I said, everybody get out the room. I went down to his ear, put my hand on his heart, and called his name 3 times. And all of a sudden the machine said, beep, 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 beep. They ran in and said, oh my God, we have a pulse. He lived for 4 days. 4 days he lived. And then he died again. I said, God, why would you let me come in here and he lived for 4 days and then die again? He said, because I had to show you what you carry. And I had to show them that there is a God that still exists. I give life and I take life. And because they was going to put a sickness on his death, I had to show them there is no sickness unto death. For I am God. So can the dead come alive? Yes.
Say he can supply, but can he multiply? Can he take what you have done, work hard to achieve, and show you it's not what it was? In other words, it's a whole other dimension. what your name is. Tomorrow morning, we start at 9:30. You don't want to miss the training. Eat you some breakfast and make sure you don't miss a part of the training. We say to you again, thank you for the word. I think we've prayed. You're dismissed for tonight. Get some rest, go to sleep, don't sit down in the lobby and get some rest.